Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. Today, we're diving into two dynamic degrees that shape modern organizations, business management and business marketing. They often work side by side, but each offer their own direction, strengths, and career pathways. I'm joined by two of our brilliant academics who are going to give us the inside view. Before we get going, I'll let the guys introduce themselves.
Okay, so hi, my name is Dr. David Boyer here. I'm a senior lecturer in business management, and I will be talking to you much more about the program. Nice to meet you all.
And hello, my name's Adam Israeli. I'm a lecturer on the business and marketing program and also the program leader. So I'll be talking to you more about that one.
Thanks, guys. And we are live. If you have any questions, please do ping them over to us in the chat. We'll try our best to pick them up throughout the live stream. Cool. So I think to get started and to set the scene, could you please give us an overview of your programs? We can start with business management if you'd like.
So business management as a program is set up in a way to educate students on how essentially to create and add value. And this is in the form of organizations, which we all know exist, and how very much the different elements of an organization very much add up together to add that value. So you think about things like strategy, operations, leadership, planning. All these different dimensions are very much useful in order for us to add value as an organization.
Thank you. And Adam, business marketing?
So it's got some similarities, but we focus on more of the specific elements like products and services and how they connect with people, how kind of we can blend that together creatively through data, digital strategy, and consumer insight as well.
Cool. Students might often ask sort of which course is right for them. If a student was to ask you what kind of student tends to thrive within your subject area, say for business management, what would you say? What's the kind of student that you think would do really well in business management?
Interesting question. I think to answer that, I think I would speak to, the students which we have here and the students who are potentially coming. And it's much more about what inspires students. So you think about, do you want to lead a team? Do you want to have an impact in society? Are you thinking of, managing a business of your own or managing a business within a team? I think those kind of things are where you can find your inspiration, and those kind of students are very much present in our, program.
Marketing?
Again, a lot of similarities there. I think more specifically, it's people who like thinking outside the box a little, making that impact in the products and services that they create. If you feel like you're staying ahead of the curve, it might be something that you might be considering with marketing as well. It's kind of like there's a lot of elements like advertising, promotion, digital creation that we do in there. So if you've got a little bit of a creative element in there that you feel as though you want to make something, marketing could also be quite suitable.
I think marketing might suit slightly more creative.
I guess so.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that leads us nicely on to the key differences. So, where do the courses differ the most? Is it modules? Is it the learning experience? The focus of the course?
I think there are quite similarities between both programs, right? But I think with the differences, it comes in terms of the focus and the skill sets and capabilities we're trying to develop as students. So you think about key elements of decision making. You think about key elements of strategy, key elements of coming up with new ideas and how to actually manage those. But you're thinking that in terms of the focus of the overall business, how the business can be moved forward in regards to that aim of adding value.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think marketing, again, has got some similarities there. Specifically, we look at things like digital strategy, more product-based strategy, things like campaign development, analytics, data, as opposed to, I know in business management, you guys do a lot of, not a lot, but a few things like law and things like that.
Yeah.
On marketing, we don't necessarily have that. It's embedded in a very small amount, but it's more to do with those specific things as a difference, I guess.
Yeah, and both courses are clearly, very much connected to industry and real world practice. What does that look like for your programs? Or how's that embedded within your courses?
I can go first. So I think with the way the program is set up, students who are actually on the program and are potentially going to come are involved in real life projects, real life problems that relate to every business day of today, as well as business of the future. So we're not just preparing students for, what is happening today. We're also looking ahead in time. So you think about what exactly are the business skill sets or capabilities that are required for you to work in a business. You think about, for example, we do have right now a BizSpark competition where, organizations come to pitch what their problems are. And students actually benefit from that in regards to how they come up with solutions to solve,
Also,
those
the students
problems.
propose the solutions. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I think, but that's a competition, right? But in terms of assessments, we do have that cautiousness of having, problems related to business of today, using of data. And the whole essence is to kind of develop students in their capabilities of what they require to manage businesses and very much add value as a whole.
Wicked, yeah. And for marketing?
Again, very similar. You mentioned BizSpark. That's something business and marketing also does. In terms of the things that we do on the program itself, like different modules and stuff, there's the business consultancy project, which is where businesses actually propose a problem that they have, and as part of an alternative to a dissertation, students have to provide information to that business as to how they can solve those problems as well. We've also got a lot of simulation game-based learning, which I know you guys also do on business management, but ours is more specifically marketing related, where you develop a product, compete against other companies on your cohort, and kind of the winner comes out based upon that. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting elements in terms of the way that things are assessed, rather than just what people think, which is just essays. We do a lot of presentations, we do posters, we even have an email as an assessment tool in one of them. So,
Oh, okay. So very hands-on in terms of, maybe the people probably...
So like real life practice stuff that they'd be doing in real work.
Just get you ready for the workplace, really, isn't it? And your sort of future careers. And that leads us nicely on to careers. So can we just talk about careers and what kind of roles do graduates go into once they sort of complete either a business management or a marketing degree, that type of thing?
Yeah, I mean, to go into that, I think I will shout out to the careers team here. I think the careers team definitely does a tremendous job with, getting our students prepared for, their careers. But I think over the years, we've had students work in companies like Zinc, Amazon, Porsche, whereby they go into roles like business analysts, logistics assistant, and this very much doesn't necessarily mean the role is the whole essence. Is about the skill sets that they need to actually engage in those roles. So decision making, the aspect of how do you very much have a good eye for judging between good opportunities and bad opportunities. How do you very much analyze data to actually make key decisions? How do you work within a team? These things are very much required regardless of the kind of roles we do have students going into.
I think for marketing, again, similar, careers team are fantastic in providing those opportunities. I know a few students who went to work at Jaguar Land Rover last year and were involved in the rebrand of the pink car. Not sure whether that was successful or not, but anyways, they were involved in that, so they get hands-on experience. Some of the roles that they take on are things like digital marketers, brand managers, analyzing social media. So all of the stuff that is very current and trending, campaign planners, PR, there's lots of things that they do in those kind of areas.
So really varied,
isn't
it? Yeah. And I think as well, probably doesn't necessarily either pigeonhole you into a particular discipline either.
It gives you that choice.
Yeah.
We could even add the aspect of, we even have students who are running their own business.
Yeah, amazing.
I mean, YouTube is a thing now. We have students who are actually doing that on their own.
Everyone wants to be a streamer, right?
Everyone wants to be a streamer, right? So, I mean, these are things that very much does require students to know that they can take ownership of what they want to do, as well as work for organizations.
Amazing stuff. So I'm going to maybe a bit of a curveball question. We get plenty of students who might genuinely be interested in both sides of marketing and sort of business management, stuff like that. What bit of advice would you give someone or give to a student that might be interested in both areas?
Advice? Well, I would say being a student in the past, and I mean, I'm still a student of life, I think we're always in that area of learning.
Yeah.
And I think speaking to potential students who are going to be with us, I'm sure there's that nagging aspect of you want to develop yourself, you want to be better, you want to actually do something with your life. You're not very sure what it is, but you know that if you develop that capability, you can very much, run or have that impact. I think coming here to have an education allows you to very much develop yourself and have the capability strengthened.
So, sorry, is it about the overlap? I just, it's fallen out my head.
Yeah, no,
The previous
if a
question.
student say they're interested in both sides,
Yeah.
maybe they're picking their A-level choices.
Okay,
Or,
yeah.
sorry, they're doing their A-levels
And
and they're
they-
looking to, they're doing the UCAS application and they're not sure whether to go down the business management route or maybe the marketing route.
Yeah.
If you could give them a piece of advice.
Yeah, I think with the business and marketing, that's the bit I can speak about, is that if you're kind of drawn to things like ideas, audiences, insight, creativity, those kind of areas, the business and marketing course gives you those specific areas where you can develop those skills. You've also got the business aspect to it that is in the background always, but it does allow you that space to specifically develop those skills on business and marketing anyways.
And do the areas cross at all? Like, do the courses cross?
Sure,
They do, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, they do benefit from one another, to be
Yeah.
fair. But definitely the focus point do have the different points.
Yeah. The outcome might be slightly different, right?
Yep.
But
Yeah.
wonderful. So I guess just wrapping things up, any final advice that you'd give to our viewers if they're looking to make an application for one of your programs?
Stay inspired, and I look forward to meeting you all when we do see in person.
I think one of the things I could say is that coming to DMU will give you that opportunity to really thrive in actual life afterwards, not just academically. You will perform academically really well if you engage with everything and your tutors and everything anyways, but you get that really good opportunity for real life application of these things. And both courses, we've both been in development of both courses anyways, all of the staff give you that opportunity. So it's just more about if you feel as though you've got more of that slightly creative edge, perhaps business and marketing, but if you want to maybe go for something that is going to give you the experience of working in a company and applying those skills in that particular area, I mean, you could probably speak more about that, but business and management also is a fantastic course that gives you those opportunities. So
Yeah, quite lucky that we can offer two very strong programs, and you maybe make the decision a bit harder. I'm not sure, but I think that's probably it from us. Thank you both. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Dave, for joining us. And thanks to everyone that's watching. Like, if you do have any questions, you can pop them at the end, and we can still look to pick them up. If you would like to explore the course further, we have an open day in February, an open day in March. You can check out the courses on the website, and we hope to see you on campus very soon.
Yeah.
See you later. Have a good evening. Thank you.